Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be scrapbooking with this paper. Today is June 27th, and that means today's sketch is from Mel, and here it is right here. There's a bunch of photos on there. I don't think I'm going to have 5. I think I'm only going to end up with 2 or 3. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am going to go ahead and get going on this layout. Now, my original idea was to kind of ignore the fact that the sketch had a diamond in it, and I just figured that a square is just a diamond turned straight. So I'm going to go ahead and do a square here. Now, I did think that what I was going to do would be to mat this kind of, it looks like old bathroom tile, like vintage bathroom tile to me. I was going to mat this on this gray cardstock here, which was very similar to the gray color in the pattern paper, right? And I was on board with the heavy pattern discrepancy. I was on board with it, right? But for some reason, it just did not feel good after I got the photos and things on top of it, right? Like I was still okay. I was okay at this moment. I'm going to fussy cut out kind of this badge type thing. I'm going to fussy cut that out. I'm going to layer up that distressed looking paper behind my photos. I'm thinking that things are good. You know, I'm thinking that everything is just awesome. I'm liking what I got going on here. It's kind of got this vintagey bit of a vibe. I'm here for it, right? Like, I'm here for it. However, ultimately, I do not go for it, right? Like, things happen, and I am none too pleased with the way it looks. And it's weird, because even at this point, I'm like, okay, still working. But it really turns a corner here, and I am just like, no, this is not the way I want it to be. And I am going to fix it, right? Like it doesn't turn out the way I want. And it's so weird because, you know, you have this kind of vision of a vintagey type bathroom with the tile and everything like that. And you might be like, why in the world are you talking about a vintagey type bathroom? You make no sense. But really, this is a sink and also the showers that when the inmates came in, they were processed through and they were bathed or showered. I guess they showered their own selves. I really don't think somebody showered them, like somebody physically showered them. But that is what this is, right? I do really mess around a lot. And I do mean a lot with this kind of shield, badge, label with the florals on it. I was placing stuff on there just to see what kind of thing would work, right? Like I'm just like, I'm not exactly sure which one is working for me on here. I'm just not, you know, I'm just not convinced. I guess is the right word, that that I'm liking what I'm doing, and that's a problem. And you might be thinking, oh, why is it a problem? You don't have to like everything you scrapbook, but I guess what I'm saying is I had this kind of vision in my head, not of anything specific, but of a feeling, and I couldn't get that feeling to come across. Like I've said a lot before, I am an emotional scrapbooker. I scrapbook to the way something makes me feel, and I just couldn't get that vintagey bathroom vibe that I was going for. And I don't know how to describe it, but it wasn't happening. So I am going to mess around a little bit with some of the details. I'm not going to go too super detailed. Like I'm not looking for bathroom theme stuff. I'm just trying to find stuff that gives me the feel of a vintage bathroom. And I guess what I'm really trying to find, and unless you had ever been to our house in Maryland, is I'm trying to get the feeling of our bathroom when we moved in. Now, it wasn't this color or anything like that. It was pink, you guys. The bathroom was pink. It had pink tile up the walls. It was a pink bathroom. Pretty sure the toilet was even pink. Like there was pink. Okay. So I'm trying to get that feeling of that bathroom, and I do. It was just a little bit of a process to get that feeling out of my head and onto the paper. So the things that I'm doing to do that, I'm bringing in these little wood veneer pieces. I'm bringing in those flat kind of creamy resin flowers because that is definitely giving me that vintage bathroom vibe that I was looking for. And I also think what's throwing me off is that big white expanse of the kind of badge shaped label that I went ahead and fussy cut out, right? Like that's still there and it's kind of living there on the layout and it's not really doing anything to support the vision, okay? So I do end up fixing that. Almost, I think it's the very last thing I do before I add some splatter. And yeah, it's the very last thing I do. Maybe if I would have started with that, I could have adjusted. This little die cut bow doesn't last on the layout either. I think I was trying to go a little bit too much like the rest of the layouts instead of going for the vibe that I wanted specifically for this one. I do flip through my sticker sheets just to see if there's anything on there that I can bring on to the layout. Spoiler alert, there's not. I did try out that and chipboard, and that was less of actually using the word and, but seeing if I really wanted to put something in that space to kind of fill in the entire space, or what that was going to look like. While I am flipping through letter stickers and looking at them like awful hard, like I'm giving them the eye, I'm trying to figure out what I can spell out with the letter stickers that I have. I'm trying not to go into the stash. I do have letters out that I guess I could have die cut. But you know, I'm not really thinking about that right now. I am thinking about using the ones that are in the stash right here. So ultimately I end up with Welcome to Jail, because this is like they were processed and then they had to have the shower. So it was like your welcome spa day almost. Weird. And I thought that, you know, I needed to document that somehow. So I have these really old Stickopotamus tag stickers, and they do have tag holes. So I'm going to use these tiny brads that have been in my stash for a hot minute and put those in there. And I did make the L kind of shoot out tiny bit as an angle. And I like that. I like that little detail in there. I think it adds a little bit to the page. It's just a tiny little detail, but I think it adds so much. And then I'm going to use my copper chroma mist and I'm going to drop some splatters. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. I got my vintage bathroom vibe that I was looking for. I got another Alcatraz layout finished. We're doing good things. Good things. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.